Now, paper EL 6503, Unit 3, Lecture 4. In this lecture, we are discussing about the delta modulation and differential pulse code modulation and differential pulse code modulation. It is also known as DPCM, differential pulse code modulation, DPCM. Now, first of all, we are discussing about the delta modulation. What is delta modulation? So, in delta modulation, it is obtained by simplifying the quantization and encoding process of PCM. Simplifying the quantization and encoding process of PCM, we are getting the delta modulation. To enable this, the signal is sampled at much higher than the required Nyquist rate. The required Nyquist rate. The required Nyquist rate. This oversampling process will result in the sequence of samples which are very close and hence high correlation among the successive samples. Under this condition, it may be safe to assume that any two successive samples are different by an amplitude of delta. Any two successive samples are different by an analog or amplitude of delta. This is known as delta. This is the current sample is either larger or smaller than the previous value by delta. If it is larger, then it is quantized as plus delta. If it is larger, then it is quantized as plus delta. And if it is smaller, then it is quantized as minus delta. Since it is decided a priority of the only its sign is important. The sign information can be coded using one bit binary word, say 1 represent positive and 0 represent negative. So here 1 binary number represent positive and 0 binary number represent negative. The quantization encoding block therefore becomes very simple. Hence, if we have the first signal value and 1 bit quantization information, we can reconstruct the complete quantized signal. Now we are discussing about the block diagram of the generation of delta modulation, right? So this is the block diagram. The input signal, it is given to the first block. This first block, it is nothing but it is your sampler or pulse amplitude modulation. The second block is two level quantizer, either positive or negative, or 0 and 1, two level quantizer, whether output is positive or negative depending on the plus 1 and 0 binary number, and this is your 1 bit encoder, and this is your output, and this is your output, and output is DM wave, delta modulation wave. Input is nothing but it is your analog signal. Input is nothing but it is your analog signal. This is the figure of generation of DM signal. Generation of DM signal, that means delta modulation signal. Now from the figure, the sampler block remains same as in the PCM. The sampler box is equal to the sampler box in PCM, pulse code modulation, except that the sampling frequency is much higher than in PCM case, but the frequency is higher as compared to pulse code modulation, or we can say PCM. According to the principle of delta modulation, the quantizer needs to discretize the amplitude value by referring to the previous value and say whether it is larger or smaller. Hence, an accumulator is needed. To store previous sample. A summer as a comparing device, the summer is as a comparing device and producing the output into two discrete level as positive delta or negative delta. Hence, encoder is trivial, which directly maps the sign of delta into 1 or 0, either 1 or either 0. The sequence of 1 and 0 at the output of the encoder constitute the delta modulation wave. The sequence of 1 and 0, the sequence of 1 and 0 at the output of the encoder continues the or constitute the DM wave. DM wave means delta modulation wave. The next topic is differential pulse code modulation. The next topic is differential pulse code modulation. Now in this differential pulse code modulation, first estimate the predetectable part from the signal and then codes the unpredictable or error signal in terms of unique binary words as in PCM, and hence we are getting this name. The motivation for the same is that most message signals have high correlation. Therefore, it is possible to classify the information present in them into predictable and unpredictable parts. The main merit in this approach is the significantly less variance among the samples in the unpredictable version of the signal compared to the original. Roughly, the variance among the samples will be about half of that of the original signal. The variance among the samples, the variance among the samples in the unpredictable version, the variance among the samples in the unpredictable version of the signal compared to the original, the variance among the samples will be about half of that of the original signal. As a result, binary words of smaller length are sufficient for coding unpredictable part. Hence, the saving in the bandwidth requirement, saving in bandwidth requirement measured as a bit rate measured as a bit rate defined as number of kilobits per second, defined as number of kilobits in second, or we can say per second. kbps, it is also known as kbps, number of kilobits per second, kilobits per second. For example, if 64 kbps is required, if for example, if 64 kbps is required for PCM, then DPCM required, then DPCM required about 48 kbps, the lower value of the PCM required. The block diagram. Now we are discussing about the block diagram. This is your block diagram for the generation of DPCM. First of all, input signal. This input signal, it is given to the predictor. This is your predictor. Then it is divided into two parts, unpredictable part and predictable part, in which unpredictable part, it is given to the sampler. It is given to the sampler, while predictable part, it is given to the encoder. It is given to the encoder. The output of the sampler, it is quantized, that means we are using quantizer. And then encoding takes place. So there is a encoder. This is our encoder where encoding takes place. Here predictable part is directly given to the encoder, and then it is given to the, we are getting the DPCM wave. DPCM wave, or we can say signal. Again, this output of encoder again given here, and in this way we are getting the DPCM. So from the block diagram of DPCM modulator, this is nothing but, this is the figure of generation of DPCM signal, block diagram of DPCM signal. From the figure, we can say that this block diagram of DPCM modulator is drawn again by referring to the PCM block diagram as given in the last lecture. The input analog signal is passed through the predictable block. The input signal, it is your analog signal. It is passed through the predictor. The input analog signal is passed through the predictable block whose function is to region is segregate the information. The function is to segregate the information into two parts, predictable and non-predictable, into two parts, predictable and non-predictable parts. The unpredictable part is passed through the sampler. This unpredictable part, it is passed through the sampler, quantized with the help of quantizer, and encodes the block with the help of encoder, and encodes the block to get PCM corresponding to it, to get the PCM corresponding to it. The predictable part, that means this is your predictable part, output of the predictor. This part is predictable part. The predictable part is directly passed through the second encoder. It is directly passed through the encoder to get the code. Both these are combined to get the DPCM. Here the output of this encoder, output of this encoder, both are combined, that means positive, and we are getting the DPCM wave. DPCM wave, that means differential pulse code modulation. Differential pulse code modulation wave or differential pulse code modulated signal. This DPCM wave representing sequence of binary words corresponding to both the parts. This DCPM wave representing sequence of binary words corresponding to both the parts. That's all. Thank you.